Welcome back. This episode, we're going to talk to you about cryptocurrencies. Um, as you can see in this list, there is several. This site is called Coin Wars. It basically
Link in
has
the
a list
description.
of all the different cryptocurrencies that are out, how much they're worth, what their percentages are, and everything
Their
else.
stability, their
Yeah.
difficulty
I mean,
fluctuation.
it gives you a wide variety of information, which is all information you're going to want to learn to use, because this is how another way you can make money with cryptocurrencies. Like we were saying, to get in on crypto coins, which is nothing but their name of their coin or Bitcoin, sorry, you have to now have a large power system. But in here, these are still places that people haven't gone heavily into mining. These are a lot of them are newer currencies. It's obviously not a complete list, but it is quite a few of them. And this has how much you can make. You're still only going to make about the same amount dollar value, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but you're going to get a lot more coin. So if you know which coins by researching them and how long they've been in and what their you know security systems are and what their plans are, and you can figure out which ones to do, you can still get with the standard computer doing what is yours 19K
Something about that.
and
17
still make several
megahashes.
coins a day. So you could rack up by the time the currency is worth something a few hundred coins. Now, imagine, the currency starts going up. You've been going for a couple months. You got a couple hundred coins in your bank account or your wallet. And all of a sudden you wake up the next day and the coins have quadrupled in price. They're now worth four times as much. So instead of having what you thought was the amount of maybe $4 or $5,
A point or a coin.
no, like total.
Oh, jeez.
That's all your coins were worth was about $4 or $5 because we're talking about minimal hardware. You know, you're not going to become rich getting these right away, but that's not the point because if it all of a sudden did that, your $4 or $5 is now worth $20. So although on here, if you look at the revenue per day, and he's got this set to 1,000 actually, so let's change the hash rate to 19.
Are we setting it to mine? Then
Yeah.
17.
17
And this
and
is 7.
7.
Kilohashes is different. Now, while he's doing this, if you notice, SHA and script
And
are different.
we're actually going to remove these because our computers are pretty much on 24/7 anyway.
So it
Put
doesn't.
0, otherwise it does error.
Oh, that's 9.
I'll try that one then.
But
And power cost a watt, we're not going to use any of that, so put a 0 there.
and now while he's doing this, script seems to be the best for like lower coins.
Get rid of that. 0,
Jeez, Dad.
0. Okay, calculate. And hopefully it doesn't arrow because there's no dollar signs. There we go. It's a good. Okay.
So the average cost today on my computer is nothing at all.
So here's your revenue per day. For actually, one of the ones that I was looking into wound up that this one has been attacked. I wouldn't recommend doing anything with this one right now. This is Terracoin. They were doing pretty decent, and somebody hacked into their basically server and is forcing out hashes to themselves only at thousands of coins a day. They basically have killed the currency on this one. So if you do own any on this and it's still worth some money, I would say get rid of it when you can because it's probably not going to be worth much later.
But don't flood it because you don't want to kill it just in case it can come back.
Now, the one we're currently
Well, we're looking at different
we're
ones.
looking at two different ones. Right now, he's doing Krager coins. That's this
Kruger
one here,
coins.
Kruger coins.
We'll show you that in a minute. As soon as we're done doing this,
Now-
I'll show you how to set it up.
He's able to, on his system, estimated, get about 10 coins a day.
Only running my computer, but I have set it up so I have two computers running, which gets me 1 coin an hour estimate, so 24 coins a day.
So yeah, he's using someone else's system to cheat.
Hey,
Not
it's
really
my graphics
cheating,
card. It's my graphics card.
All right, and so he's getting about 10 a day.
And only 2 cents a day. So
And
like
it's only 2 cents a day, which, like I said, if he wakes up and it's gone up to 4 cents a day, then he's doubled his money, and he's already on aim to make more than he would have if he was doing the gold coins.
and say I make, let's say, 1,000, and they go up to $1 or two. That's enough money to
That's-
get an
yeah.
ASIC to hop right into bitcoins.
Or continue, because you can use an ASIC.
But that might pull a Terracoin and
Yeah.
destroy the market. So you have to be
So
careful.
you have to be careful, because you can kill a coin just by overdoing it with too much power. It's sad Terracoin seems to be going that way. It was actually looking like it was becoming stable for a little while, and that it was going to be a good thing, and somebody's come in and really messed it up. Hopefully they can fix it. But as you can see right here, the difficulty is like really high.
Nothing close to Bitcoin though. As if you could see Bitcoin's
Yeah.
difficulty.
Bitcoin's is definitely horrible. That's this one right here.
It's been going on since 2009, so
Yeah.
it's not a surprise.
I mean, it's been steadily going up, but up until recently, this one was only at about 5. So,
And
I
that
mean,
was yesterday, wasn't it? Got attacked?
yeah, it was yesterday they got attacked, and it was worth the same amount, and actually it's going down today. But if this guy decides to cash in all the ones that he's hacked out of it, it's going to kill the currency. I hope that it's an attack that he doesn't actually have the coins available to him, or that there's a reason maybe he just wants to hoard a whole bunch of them.
Or maybe he didn't mean to flood it that
who
bad.
Who knows what happened? But like I said, I would, if you have some in this and it's enough of any value and you want to get rid of it, now would be the time.
Unless you really want to risk sitting on it and them going to zero and all that time being useless. Because once it's dead, I don't think it's ever going to come back.
If it completely gets killed, no, it won't. Now, this is the one I'm looking at currently. It's called stablecoin.
They're very stable.
Their whole idea behind their coin, though, is they've watched all the different coins that have come and gone, and there's been a few that have are no longer with us, and some of them are just like novelty coins that people just get to have. There's one called bottle caps, and it's not really worth much, but
If you've ever played Fallout 3, you'll get the reference.
It's kind of a novelty type thing, but what they're relatively new. They've only been out for I think a month and a half, and they're on a new version of their software to make it more secure so that they can't get hacked easily.
And they're worth 2 cents.
And they're worth 2 cents, just like
well, that's how much you can make a day. 14.8 is worth 2 cents.
But as you can see, at his speed, he'd get another 4,
Just on one computer.
just on one computer. So it's a lower rating overall, but it's also a newer coin. Well, actually, they're about the same age, but it's not as popular yet, but it is gaining popularity. And you got to look into when these coins are being created, keep an eye on them. If the person that is designing it and getting it out there is actually going out and actively searching for participants in the retail community, in other words, like online stores and stuff that accept that currency, then it's probably going to wind up stabilizing over time and becoming worth some money. Because if all you do is have a coin that, well, this guy set up a casino and that's all he's planning on doing, well, then unless all you're going to do is gamble your coins away, then it's really not worth it, because